But do they hold up to the scratch? Or do they pop off?
Thank y'all tuning in for Black Guy and Brown Guy Watches Up Bar. We're back again with your host, the one, the only, the OG, Big Daddy D, with my partner in crime right here to my.
Nigga, man, what's up, y'all?
And look who returns, y'all. She be on a little hiatus here and there. I be thinking that she be ghosting us though, really.
No.
So you want to say to the people?
Hey y'all, this old misfit Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all be?
Yeah, on that bullshit. Now that bullshit. So
You know, some people got communication problems.
yeah, I know. There's some people. There's some real bad actors out there, man. But it's all good. We take them as they come. You know. I don't judge anyway because I got my own fucked up shit with me. But yeah, it's a lot going on. Mike was just sitting bringing to my attention that our favorite councilman is back at it again. This time he was just jumping all over the mayor.
The mayor.
The mayor. I mean,
He said you can either be quiet or I'll have you quietly escorted.
I'm kind of scared of
out.
I'm kind of scared of
About
Councilman
city
Green. Councilman Green sounds.
He's talking this to the mayor, man.
He don't care who you is. He's like, I'm Councilman Green.
He don't care if you're a cop, pulling them over for having dark tinted windows.
Dang.
He don't care if you're a citizen that dares to ask him
Any question? What's in your brain?
what's in your brain. You know,
What's in your brain?
You know, with the tint on the windows, he pulled out the Louisiana State thing that said that, I'm a state trooper. You can't.
Yeah.
That's sorry, motherfucker.
Right? What? You can't talk about him like that.
He's sorry, man. He's sorry. He's got to go.
Why?
Y'all got to get rid of him.
Why?
He's terrible, man.
But would you?
Have you noticed every time?
Would you even run in his district?
Oh yeah.
You still
Have
you
you-
live not too far from his district. You know that.
I don't know.
I think he's Motown.
I'm not sure what
He's in Motown.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Lakeside / Queensboro.
Nah, yeah, yeah.
Some people tell me it's Lakeside. Some people tell me it's Queensboro. I'm not
Nah,
sure.
you ain't in Lakeside.
I'm not really sure. Because I'm pretty close to the lake.
No, you're not.
I'm pretty close.
But that's not Lakeside.
A couple miles down the
That's
road.
not Lakeside, though. That was not considered.
See, I need a map.
Well, the
Look
city's
at-
full of them.
But they supposed to be changing all the maps again.
That ain't here
That's neither here nor there.
though. That ain't here.
That's neither here nor there. But anyway, but like what he was saying,
He got to go.
you think he gotta go?
Every time he makes the news, it's something terrible. Like every time he makes the news, it makes him look terrible. I put it like
Yeah, he
that.
never on the news for nothing good or positive.
He never.
Every time he always arguing with somebody.
You remember the trash cleanup he was on the news for?
Yeah, because they didn't
'Cause he
consult with the council.
He was mad at the mayor because the mayor was being proactive.
Well, he didn't
trying-
consult with the council. But
Shouldn't the council have done that in the first
Yeah,
place?
why the council didn't appoint nobody to that?
I mean, because
I'll drop the ball, council.
of what the mayor did, they cleaned up over 80 tons of trash.
Off the
Thank
street
you.
and off the highway.
Mhm.
Off the street, off alleys, in neighborhoods though, not just
Yeah.
in streets and highway, but they went in
Well, you know
neighborhoods.
they did have a session on the news.
Then
where
they was cutting
uh,
down shrubbery
messing
and
up
all
houses.
kind of stuff. They put it
80
in work.
tons of litter.
Well, hey,
And
Ratchet
my-
City is also a trash city.
My whole thing with that is, let's have the police enforce some littering fines. You know, start giving them tickets out, please.
How can they enforce the fine for littering when they
don't see it.
I see it every day.
You
see it, but you don't know who put
ain't
it
Well,
following
down.
every
if I'm
single car.
if I'm a police officer
But if you
and
don't
I'm
see
driving down the
you don't
road
know, though, Mike.
and I'm driving down the road, I'm gonna see it sooner or later.
But
You
don't
actually
see
gonna
it.
ride? You gonna follow me for 5 miles?
I ain't
make
gotta
sure-
follow you 5 miles.
But you just said you see it every day.
Yeah.
So that tells me you gonna follow one specific car.
I'm not following
the
nobody.
entire day.
I just
to make
see
sure
it.
they don't throw nothing
I'm
out
just
their window.
driving down the road. Oh look, there's a dude throwing shit out his window.
But
oh.
you don't know what car it came from.
Oh, I'm driving down King's High. Oh, there's another motherfucker throwing shit out of his damn window. I'm not following nobody 5 miles down the road.
So
It just happens.
why you on
And if
patrol
I had them
then?
lights,
So you're
I'd
saying
flash some lights on and be
Talk
like,
to your camera, Nikki.
here you
so
go.
while you on patrol,
Get your
then,
ticket.
you gonna tell me that you gonna be seeing, oh, here go a car, they just threw some trash out the
Yeah.
window. Whoop whoop, I'm behind them.
That's right.
Whoop whoop, here go a fine.
That's right.
You gonna do all
Here's
the
your
fines
ticket.
like that.
Here's your ticket.
I got my popcorn.
You sound like
This
one of them
is a
little
show.
bugs to me.
I'm not
You sound like a
nigga,
little
I'm a
bug.
bug.
I'm a little bug
You
in
sound
my
like a
own
little
yard. In my
In
own
your
yard,
yard?
I'm a little bug.
Well, you know that.
I
that
throw something out my window to make sure when I come back home, it's going in my
there you
trash.
go.
But it's in
She's
my
a little
yard.
bird. No,
My
no.
yard,
Here's the
wild.
thing. You throw something in your yard, though. Guess what? There's this magical thing called the wind.
It don't blow no farther than
Yes,
the
it
front
does.
porch.
It will blow it off of your yard. And
Unless you
somebody
got a
else's
gate.
yard.
No,
Unless
unless I got a gate. Nope, I ain't got no gate.
Oh, well, you just
But I'm
don't
saying
like
this,
it anyway.
I done threw a bottle out
She
my
really
car.
throw caution to the wind.
Right, and I done did that. I done threw a bottle out my car in the front of this
I don't give a
driveway.
damn.
By the time I got home, it was still underneath my carport.
Okay. Let me ask you this one question.
Uh-huh.
Do you identify more towards the Democrat or more towards the Republican?
Neither. I'm
Okay. Well, do you care about the environment?
Yeah, I love that environment.
Do you care about the environment?
I've always cared about it.
Well, then why the fuck are you littering?
Because it's my yard.
No.
It's my yard.
If you're littering, that is
It's still
damaging.
in my yard.
That is damaging.
By the time I get home, I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my trash
Well,
can.
see, you didn't say that.
You ain't
Why
giving me a
don't?
chance.
Why do you throw it in the yard in the first place then?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Because I done finished that bottle of water. And I
take
ain't
it.
got room to carry it, so I'm gonna toss it till I get
Look,
home.
look,
I ain't gonna be gone
Look.
all
I smoke cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
And guess what? When I get done with that cigarette, I'm going to flick out that cherry. I'm going to stomp on that cherry to make sure I don't cause no fire. I'm going to make sure there's no more hot coals on the cherry. Then I'm taking it and putting it in the trash.
Okay.
Every single time.
She sound like
But
she
you,
got OCD
but you
real
can't.
bad.
That's not OCD.
That's fine though. That's
That
good.
ain't
I don't
OCD.
need no butts in the front yard. I don't care. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that.
See, that's one of the main litter things you see.
Butts,
Cigarette butts.
butts and cans and bottles.
And bottles.
Bottles.
Drink containers.
Bottles. Here we
But
go.
no,
Here we
on
Oh,
go.
my
water bottles.
street, hold on now. On my street, the most I see is food wrappers. Crawfish season is bags up and down the street.
Well, what's the difference between that and a water bottle you threw out your yard?
But I go in my yard, pick up my water bottle. Thank you
Why
very
you
much.
throw it out there in the first place then?
Yeah, why do you let it
I mean,
go?
you just adding steps.
Don't do that, Nick.
I gotta do like he do, get my steps in. So if I'm gonna throw that bottle out my car, I'm gonna walk out there and get it.
And what if you don't catch it?
Oh.
I'm gonna catch it because it's still
Until
gonna be
it
there.
goes to the next person's yard.
I don't have a neighbor next door to me.
Yeah, you do.
On one
Yes,
side I
you do.
do, and one side
Yes, you
I
do.
don't.
And depending on the way it went. Okay,
It
so
don't go that
so
way.
you telling me it don't matter if it goes into a vacant lot? Is that what you're telling me?
It don't
There's
matter.
no
If ain't
vacant
nobody
lot.
living in that fucking lot.
Right. But I
That's
don't,
cold,
it don't
boy.
go
You
there.
cold.
It
You
don't
But
go
but she
there.
loves the
I never
environment.
thought.
But it don't go
But
no
she-
further
but she-
than my driveway.
I never knew you
It
was
don't have
cold,
time
man.
to go no further.
Nigga, you cold-blooded.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
I am.
Come on,
My
man.
yard.
Come on.
cold-blooded.
It's my yard.
Look. Here's my
I ain't
point.
paying the rent at that house.
Here's-
Ain't nobody else.
What's it got to do about the
Now
rent?
hold on now. My littering in my yard is not gonna get so bad that I'm gonna have roaches in my yard.
You
No
got
siree.
roaches.
It's not about roaches.
Oh, yeah. It's
It's about
rats.
it's about there's
That too. I don't have that either.
it's about there's literally a trash can everywhere.
It's about rats.
There's literally a trash can everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So why not just throw it in the damn trash can? In the first place.
This comes from the same person.
I got a trash can out front. You
We
can
talking
just
about
drop
what
it
they
down.
did.
Noise. I tell y'all.
About what?
I tell y'all.
We talking noise about what?
These.
Are we talking noise about
Oh
what?
my gosh. There's no
The
word.
point is that we all should do our part in keeping the city clean.
And Shreveport Bossier is
Okay, I
dirty.
understand
And
what
we
you
do
saying.
have
I
a
promise
nasty
you I
city.
do.
Like I drive when I get off the off ramp on the interstate. Like the off ramp got pieces of wood just everywhere. I mean, old car pieces with cars that had fender benders and just they leave their parts on the side of the road and trash for people. So in order for because people be, I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing though. I see a lot of posts where on TikTok and Facebook where they talking about the worst neighborhoods in Shreveport, the
I
nasty
see
neighborhood.
them.
But my thing is too, in order for other people to take pride in your city, you have to take pride in your city first.
Exactly.
So if people see you treating your shit bad, they ain't gonna respect it either. So I understand what Mike's saying. You know,
know you ain't
because
jumping at me.
like I don't live in the best area, but at the same time, I keep my yard cut. I pick up trash out there. You know, and the fucked up part is where I live at. ain't none of the trash mine because I live close where it's a lot of people walking back and forth going to two stores that's on the other side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
They get
Yep,
And they go and they'll eat some and they just throw it,
and they get them cigars, two to a pack.
Yeah.
Open it up, take them cigars out, take all the stuff out, and
roll,
throw the paper out.
Yeah. And I constantly clean up other people's trash. So at the same time, I understand what you're
If you was
saying.
living next to Nikki, you'd be picking up her bottles.
Yeah, I'm used to it. Shit, it is what it is. So, but but at the same time, it is what it is. So I mean, people that gonna take pride in shit that you ain't taking pride in shit in. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it sound like that, but shoot, if you want people to treat it good, you gotta treat it good.
And
I got a question.
That's why we need law enforcement to start stepping up and actually enforcing the law. Go ahead. Good question.
We had a recycling bin once upon a time.
Yeah, we did.
What happened with that?
I ain't gonna pay for it no more.
Cause people were throwing shit in their yard. I didn't mess with shit. That's why it was missing recycling bin. All the plastic bottles in the people's front yard or blowing down the street in their neighbors. So people just say, "Fuck it."
I guess so. Shoot.
Yeah, wow.
I ended up picking up a lot of trash.
I still got that big old funny looking blue ass trash can in my backyard.
Somebody took off of mine.
I think it's some water in it, man. It's full of water.
Everybody still got a blue trash.
I don't. Somebody took off of mine.
Yeah. That's because
I don't think this but
But
two
see,
on
my
the
whole
whole block.
thing,
Well,
but
maybe-
I had a problem with that too because like the blue trash cans was to be recycled,
Straight
right?
recyclables.
And
Plastic
then,
bags,
but my
plastic
thing
bottles.
was they was getting the city was getting a
Right.
kickback for that.
What you mean?
Well, they was getting paid for the recycling this money.
Right.
Okay, then. So somebody was getting some pockets lined.
you mean Councilman Green was putting some money in his pockets.
I don't know if it was green, but it happened under Mayor Glover's watch.
What is in your brain?
What is in your brain? That's why you Councilman Green instead of money from the city. You gotta love it, man. I don't care what y'all say about Green. If nothing else,
Man.
he's like the Joker.
Oh,
Like he's the
God.
villain of
He's
Shreveport.
Oh God.
He is.
He's
He's
definitely
like
a villain.
he's the villain of Shreveport. He's like our
I
version
agree.
of
I agree.
the
100%.
Joker. He's our Harvey Two-Face. He's the
Oh
villain.
my gosh, Harvey Two-Face.
Think about it. Think about the hat he wear. Remember the Joker got that big around?
And he's a man of the cloth too.
Mm.
Yeah. He's a deacon in a church.
Oh, anyway.
I can't with you.
Anybody can be a deacon.
I can't with you.
He's a deacon.
I like Green. Green is green.
You don't like him. You're entertained by him.
Yeah, I am because like
you
like
don't
I
really
said,
like him because he
Council-
stands for all.
Cause
of it.
people be on his ass all the time, but Councilman Green,
He deserves.
if you listen to people, you would think Councilman Green is the villain of Shreveport. If I wrote a comic book, he would be my bad guy.
And
He would be my Joker
and
to the Batman.
you know he's the chairman of the city council right now.
I know it's crazy, ain't it?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Councilman Green is the chair. He running. He probably been there longer than any of them.
That's
my
why he
God.
told our mayor, you can either be quiet
I'll be wrong.
or I can have you quietly removed. You talking to the mayor, bro?
But hey, but you know what? Though the killer part. Well, you think about that, but for him to tell the mayor that he must got some pull somewhere.
He must have.
he never would have had him removed.
Nah, you don't know that.
Well, it didn't happen.
And the mayor did bring his tone down too.
And guess what? The mayor got in front of him. He went up to the where
Yeah,
the dude
I know
asked
the
the question.
conversation got a lot less calm and more relaxed.
Dang.
And guess what? The mayor made him look like a fool.
I
He
better
made
stop
him look
fucking
like
with
a
Green.
fool.
If Green start flexing, somebody gonna get hit.
To the point to where another
I love
councilman,
it.
the point to where a whole another councilman came in and was like, "Hey, Councilman Green, this ain't going nowhere. Maybe you ought to just."
Nah, but that's why I like Councilman Green because he's a
It's
bulldog.
just like
Councilman Green is the villain and the bulldog of Shreveport.
he's
I
a bulldog
like that shit.
chewing on your shoe, and
Nah,
you get
he'll
pissed
bite-
off at him.
Nah, he'll bite somebody in the ass if he got to.
You got pissed off
Hey,
at him.
what's in your
'cause
brain?
That's my $150 damn pair of tennis shoes
My
done
Gators.
chewed up. What the hell is wrong
My
with you?
Gators. Councilman Green, I bet he got a pair of green Gators.
Oh
Out of
God.
the
Councilman Green got the money, okay?
Yeah. It
Have you
don't
ever seen-
matter.
Have you ever seen how he's dressed?
Hey, have you ever seen a villain that was broke?
No.
Lex Luthor,
But here's
the
the thing.
Joker,
Okay.
Harvey Two-Face, the
But
Kingpin.
hey,
True.
he's a
You
man.
ain't-
True.
He's a man of the cloth, though.
I don't care.
So
He a
guess-
deacon. He ain't
So
no pastor.
guess
He ain't
what?
no minister.
He
don't-
shouldn't be dressed up
But
with
he
all them
don't-
gold
He
chains
don't.
and all them diamond rings
Why? He
and
worked
that Gucci
for it.
hat
He worked for it.
and that Gucci suit.
I love it.
I love Councilman Green. I'm gonna give it a
You're
t-shirt that say Green
entertained
for
by-
president.
You're entertained
Okay,
by
that right there.
Are you not entertained?
Right.
Is that what you're here for? Dude, come
Would
on,
you
man.
vote for him to be a mayor?
I would vote for him
For mayor?
because I would love it. I would love every piece of it.
No. We'd be on the news every damn night.
Are you not entertained?
Look, at least now we're only on the national news once or twice a year. If he was the mayor, we'd be on national
We looking
news.
like a fool. Like
We'd be
me,
on
right?
national news every damn month.
I don't care. It's just something about
He's
Councilman
terrible,
Green.
man. He's
It
terrible.
doesn't matter though. He's who he
terrible.
is. He who he is, Mike. You gotta realize Councilman Green is who he is. He don't. You know what?
Not to mention,
No,
he don't
but
know the
no.
difference between
Think
the
about it
words.
like this here. He does not hide who he is.
That's
No
a
matter
good
who
time.
is standing before him, no matter if it's a citizen, if it's somebody over a department, Councilman Green do not back down from nobody.
And then
Now, if he would, and that's what we need on our side. You know what I'm saying? Like what we were just talking about. The reason why the bad guy always wins because he's willing to cheat and go so far deep in the wrong direction
Just like
where he don't
Councilman
mind
Green.
being cutthroat to win.
Just like Councilman Green.
While the good guy is still trying to play by the rules and win honorably.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the bad guy always seems like. That's why you got to realize something. The best thing I've ever heard was, you know why? If you Star Wars, you know why so many guys become Sith other than Jedi? Because the dark side is so more seductive than the light side. You ever notice that? Think about it. The bad guys were all black. It looks cool, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. When you look at Darth Vader, what did he look like? Even Luke, even though he was a Jedi, what he wore? All black when he became a Jedi. Because it looks seductive. It looks sexy. Think about it. I'm going to tell you something. Nothing turns me on than a woman that's wearing all black or all red. Think about think about what colors represent black and red.
I like all white too.
Whatever.
All white.
We
All
weren't talking about
all
white. We were talking about the dark side. People in the dark side ain't wearing all white.
Right, they either wearing
Sometimes.
red or black.
Or black.
And when a woman want to be
When-
real seductive, she puts on that red.
The red lingerie, and I be like a bull with them horns.
For Councilman Green,
What's in your brain? I love Councilman
the
Green.
thing with Councilman Green though is he comes off as he's so uneducated and unprepared.
Well, you got to
And
realize something too.
like he
Okay, I'm gonna ask you something.
It's like he don't know what he's talking about.
Pause for you.
He don't know what he's talking about.
Please pause for me 1 minute, just 1 minute. Let me ask you something, and I know you pay attention. Ask yourself this: how old is Councilman Green?
hard 50s.
Really, man?
You
You
think
know
he's
that
older
man
than
older than that.
I don't know. I really
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
Councilman Green is around about 70.
I really don't know.
Late
I am,
60s,
baby.
late
He's over
60s,
60.
early to
I really don't know.
mid 70s.
I really don't know. I'll say at least in the
Google it.
I'll say at least.
But anyway, I'm gonna say it like this because Councilman Green been around a long time. I remember him when I was in high school being in politics, and you know I've been out of high school. You gotta realize something. We ain't gonna talk about how old I am, but we know how old I am, and you gotta realize it's been over 30 years since I've been in high school. So you gotta realize Councilman Green gotta be up
He
there.
gotta be in his 70s.
I don't know. I really
He
don't
gotta
know.
be.
Well, I think he
I don't
because
know.
my mother's in her 70s, so that's
He
why I'm saying. And I
gotta be.
know I remember he up there. He
Yeah, it don't say.
yes, it does.
Well, I'm quite sure. What's
Because
his
he's a
first
public
name?
official, it has to say. How old is council?
67.
Huh?
67.
Okay. he's
See, I
close
know
to-
he was in the late 60s or something. I know he was not too far from my mom. But yeah, so you got to realize when he first came into politics, he could do the outlandish stuff that they did. You got to realize something. He's been in the city council a long time, and he probably gonna die in.
Oh, no, you didn't.
He gonna die in an office. He's not gonna leave. They ain't gonna get him
No,
out. He's
he-
one of the
But
type
don't most
He
of
ain't
the
gonna
politicians
leave.
do that?
But he needs to be voted out.
But don't
yeah,
most
but
of the
ain't no.
politicians
But he
do
gonna
that?
fight tooth and nail.
He will. But it's gonna be up to one of us.
Long time.
It's gonna be up to one of us
My day
to get him out.
is to, well, ain't none of us, neither one of us live in his district. I told you what his district
Really?
is. Yeah, his
Not,
district.
not one of us.
Don't nobody live here living
Damn
downtown.
it! We gotta find somebody over there.
Yeah, we gotta have
We
them
gotta find
join.
somebody.
And we call ourselves, we gonna call this the Hall of Justice. We're gonna be the Justice League.
Amen.
Justice
Yeah, we
League,
gonna start
right
Justice
there.
League. You Wonder Woman.
With the,
That's Superman.
with the,
I'm Batman.
lasso of truth.
Now we
For
gotta
the
get,
people.
We need an Aquaman, a Green Lantern, a Martian Manhunt,
For
and a
the
Flash.
people. For the people.
What about
A Hawk
Aquaman?
and a Hawk
What
girl.
about Aquaman?
We gonna get a Hawk.
He said
I said
I ain't
Aquaman.
hear.
Aquaman.
Yeah, so we
For
we
the
just-
people, though.
Right now we just Wonder Woman.
Not providing
Superman
your own
and Batman.
pockets.
Superman,
That's
Batman,
Kal-El.
the original three.
Yeah, that's Kal-El. I'm Bruce,
Kal-El.
and you Diana.
I'll be
Mm-hmm.
Superman.
Huh?
I'll be Superman. That's
Yeah, okay, Kal-El.
Yeah, because you always flying off somewhere.
Yeah, you
Whether
always
it's at the
show up.
mouth or the head.
Yeah. And you always disappear. Like you got a fortune in
Got
solitude.
got
somewhere.
to.
Nah.
I'm always building a new
It's
vehicle.
called the house.
I'm always building a new vehicle or gadget.
I'm
Hey.
always trying to get the
Hey.
truth out of
Hey,
folks.
So,
we
there we
need
go.
y'all to come out and vote for us. Okay?
Yeah.
Vote.
The new Justice League. We will
Mhm.
run Shreveport in a better direction. That's our campaign. And we're willing to work with everybody.
That's right.
Yeah.
Especially the poor,
The poor.
And the homeless.
the
Yeah.
homeless.
'Cause I'm 100% before the children and the elderly. That's my and the veterans. That's my platform.
Mhm. The little guy.
Children,
We're for the little guy.
children,
The
elderly.
little guys.
Yeah, the
They
little guy.
The little guy involves men, women, children. All
Yeah, the people that's not heard out there. So yeah, we're gonna start getting ourselves
the
together.
people that are not men of the cloth that enrich themselves with them Gucci hats and Gucci shoes.
Well, we're not.
You know,
gonna,
them gold
and that's one
chains.
thing. We're not gonna, and our platform is not gonna be based on mudslinging. Come on, we're gonna leave them alone. We're gonna let the foul people
Hey,
continue to be foul.
we're just pointing out truth.
But that's not our job though. Our job is to be for the people. If you're gonna be a people servant, you can't mudsling. And I think that's what politics have gotten away from. Serving the people is so busy pointing the finger because, okay, all right, Biden did some fucked up shit when he was office, but people are still talking about Biden. Okay, well, he gone now. We don't even know if he's still alive.
Right.
What is Joe Biden?
We ain't heard nothing about him.
So now we
honestly didn't know if he died while he was in office.
So now, we ain't worried about what Joe doing. We worry about what we got to do to fix this shit.
Which is quite possible. That man might have died while he was in office.
Who knows? We got to realize, hey, stranger things have happened.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what was his name? Roosevelt? The one that had polio while he was in
Theodore.
office?
President Theodore.
Yeah. He had polio and he couldn't even walk. He was in a
You
wheelchair.
gotta thank yourself for President Theodore Roosevelt. He's the one who really started the campaign for the National Park Service. Yeah. So whenever you in a natural park, I see something like Yellowstone and all that. Thank him. Thank him because
But can any of y'all point out, either here or on Bigo or on YouTube or whatever channel we're
wherever
at,
we at, yeah.
wherever we're at, please tell us something positive that Mr. Green has done for the city of
Oh,
Shreveport.
come on, man. Leave Mr. Green alone.
Just tell me one thing good he's done for the city of Shreveport.
I don't know. Well, he's been a long sitting councilman in the city.
Yeah, that don't matter.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you got people in the Senate and Congress been there for 50 years and they ain't done nothing but got rich.
Well,
You know?
okay. So,
And so here's the thing. I'm just saying, just to quote Whitney
Just name
Houston.
one thing.
To quote Whitney Houston.
no, Janet Jackson.
Jan Jackson, my bad.
Yeah, he
What
was
have you
fuck
done
up a
for me
song.
lately?
He was the fuck up a good song.
What have you done for me lately?
I knew what he was gonna say. That's why I knew. That's why me and him do this show because I could tell him what he was gonna fuck up. What have you done? And that's what it is. This whole society is built on what have you done for me lately.
It is, but it's kind of true. And,
You know what I'm saying? And I understand because I'm
and-
like that.
And
If a woman tell me I miss you, I said, but what have you done for me lately?
and if something takes a while to get done, I can understand that.
What?
You know, it
something
takes
takes
like-
time.
A lot of things do take time.
Explain.
Like
Get
getting
bills
laws
passed.
passed, getting
Get laws
bills passed,
passed, It takes
getting
a while.
certain things done on a political aspect. You can't just get it done overnight because something's got to be approved, something's got to be signed. They got to make sure the money's there. You got to make sure you got the grants there. The people got to be in place. You got to be able to really take bids for construction jobs. So everything can't be done overnight, and I understand that. But the thing is, are you showing progress going in the right direction?
And that's the one thing I can give to the mayor, Arsenal,
Thank y'all.
and to the sheriff, Whitehorn.
Whitehorn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's been doing a great job. Sheriff Whitehorn's been doing. You remember we started a long time ago.
When we
With
first
the
started
elect-
this channel, it was about Whitehorn.
About Whitehorn.
And we both
And
agreed that in order for you to be a sheriff, you should have some type of degree of law enforcement. I remember the guy that was running. He just
Yeah, it was a white dude.
but he was in law though. He
I
was
forgot
in
his
law
name.
office.
I'm just saying. It
Yeah,
was a
but
white- it was
nobody
a-
remember loser.
Yeah. He was, he did good. But not Arson, but Whitehorn. He's been doing a great job. A really great job.
Whitehorn has
And
been.
people doubted him.
I've been shocked with the
Big
things
time.
that Arsenal have done. Even
Ar-
though a lot of people don't like him,
And
but he has made initiatives to go in the right direction.
between him and between his partnership with 50 Cent. Okay.
Well, we
And
can't
then-
just
and then-
leave it and sit out of this.
and
We're
then-
talking about the city.
Hey, he's bringing big names in the city,
Oh my
which
God.
are pumping money into the economy. Okay. You can't
Man,
you
get
can't
off
do nothing
50
about
Cent.
that.
Hey,
And
man,
then-
get off 50 Cent job,
And
man.
then
Job.
on top of that, he did the trash cleanup too. And what did that do? That didn't do nothing but piss off all the city council.
Yeah, well, because they feel, you know what? They feel that, hey, you gonna do this, we should have been involved.
Well, they
But
should.
my whole thing was, why y'all didn't talk to the mayor about getting it done?
They had decades to do that.
You know, y'all been in office longer than the mayor has.
They could have done
No.
it with the previous mayor.
I'm kind of, you know, just like how they kind of treated Perkins kind of bad. Remember Mayor Perkins?
They did treat
They
Perkins.
Yeah.
treated him kind of bad, you know.
They treated
I
Perkins
think
bad.
Ollie Tyler, you know, was a good mayor. They didn't, you know, a lot of, you know, being
I
the
think
first
she
black
was.
woman. A lot of people don't know this, but I remember Ollie Tyler when I went to Uri Drive, she was a principal. Yeah, she was one of the principals at Uri Drive. Way back, so you know it's been a long time. Cause I was in middle school then. You know, it was like early '80s, the dinosaur era.
So none of us here are like a Republican or Democrat. We're pretty much independent.
I'm independent. I don't.
We're like-
I don't
we're like
believe in
common
none of
sense,
them
right?
Because like
Are you? Which one are you?
I'm from
What
the
do you
common
say?
sense party.
Are you independent? Are you Democrat? You Republican?
I'm for
Which
what's
one?
good for the people.
What do you think you are? You libertarian?
I vote Democrat every time.
Okay, so you're a Democrat.
I'm a Democrat.
You're
I
a
vote
donkey.
for both of them.
You're a donkey.
Will I just be there?
You're a donkey.
So-
Democrats are
So
donkeys.
here's the thing.
Republicans are elephants.
We got Ollie Taylor.
Okay.
Ollie Taylor, she was Democrat.
Yeah.
You got Perkins, Democrat.
Yeah.
And now you got Arsenault, Republican. And he's cleaning up the streets
Hold on,
right
wait a
now.
minute, wait a minute.
He's cleaning up all them bottles you threw out in your yard.
I knew he was going to go there.
That's why I
I
tried to
done
stop
won
him
one.
in the mud.
Ah!
That's why I
Why,
tried
nigga?
to stop
Why?
him in the mud.
Nigga, why you destroying our environment? Why, nigga? Why?
But what? I mean, we've had a lot of Democratic mayors. We really have. And now we got a Republican mayor.
Yeah, true that. True that. Who that?
And
But back to my original question.
You can
at the beginning
argue-
of the night.
you can argue in the past 2 years, he's done a lot more for Shreveport than a lot of the others.
Yeah, he has. Well, I mean, I think each mayor has their agenda when they go into office and what
They
they
do.
want to do and what they can do. Now, you got to realize something. At a certain degree, some things you can't do without the city council approval.
That's true.
I
So-
would definitely agree with that with Perkins because the city council opposed Perkins at every two.
Yeah.
Every twist and turn.
I never seen.
Perkins was trying to help.
Yeah,
He really
I've
was.
never seen nobody got opposed more than him.
By the city council.
Yeah. So that was not. I think the reason why Glover could make things smooth because he once was a part of the city council. Remember? Because his district was the Cooper Road.
But the other thing you got to point
So,
out
yeah.
with that as well, though,
Yeah.
as the city council is, guess what?
What?
Mostly Democrat.
Yeah. True.
Majority Democrat.
Yeah, well, you gotta realize it.
So I don't go for either one of them. I just go for common sense. Like we said before.
So
common sense.
okay, so by you vote.
But if we're looking at statistics,
no.
in general,
Let me ask a question.
Yeah,
Now.
right.
Don't run away.
I'm not trying to
So,
run.
in order for you to vote common sense, what the common sense part? So, what it leads you to vote for the most of? Since you vote for common sense.
Number one would be enforcing the laws. That
No,
are
no
already on the
bullshit, man. You know what the fuck I mean, man.
What do you
Stop
mean?
playing with me.
What do you mean?
Don't toy with me.
What do you mean?
Do you vote more toward the Democratic way or the Republican way?
Right now?
No, not right now. Overall.
No, because
He
when I
said
was
period.
because when I was
Here you
younger,
go. Watch him.
No,
watch
listen
him,
to me.
watch him
Listen
clean
to
it
me.
up.
Listen to me.
I don't want
Because
to talk
this-
to your people.
This is a fundamental difference that has happened over the past
Bullshit.
20 fucking years.
fundamental bullshit.
When I was 19 and 20 years old, I was
50
hardcore
now.
Democrat.
You 50 now.
That's why I burped on you. Because
But
you're
guess
not,
what?
You're not answering my question.
I am, if you let me.
Uh,
But over the years, as the decades have progressed, the Democratic Party has gone like way the fuck over here.
so when do you start
Okay.
voting for Republican then? How far back?
Probably about 5-10 years ago.
Oh, shit.
I'd say about 5
Well,
years.
that means the majority
Really
of-
like 5 years ago.
Okay, so if it's 5 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and how long you been voting?
Like all my life.
Okay, so
Nah,
that means
you
the
ain't
majority.
been
No.
voting like that.
Yes, I have.
So
Yes,
that
I have.
means you've been voting since
I've
you
been
was
voting my
18.
whole life. Yes, I
Okay,
have.
so that means the majority of your votes was Democrat
They
until
were.
5 years ago,
They were.
right?
They were.
So let me ask you this: then, so have you been happy with all your votes
No.
as far as Republican since you've been in
Oh,
the past
no.
5 years?
No, no.
So
No,
to a degree,
I'm not.
you have been disappointed with some of your Republican votes,
Yes.
50% or
Yes.
75% or 100%.
Probably about 50%.
So half and
Yeah,
half.
about 50%.
Okay, that's cool. I'll give you that because for one, I'm gonna tell you something, and I realize this: for a person to change. No, listen,
I'm
hear me out.
listening. I'm listening.
For a person to be going all those years voting Democrat and then all of a sudden change it, that takes courage. Because it's not easy to change your political beliefs. A lot of people take political beliefs very serious. Almost like they take their religion serious. That's why I never get in a discussion with a person about their politics and their religion. That's not my thing. But for you to change that for 5 years and realize that it's a 50-50 chance that you'll get it right with those votes, that takes courage. So I commend you for it. Because you got to realize it's some people right now that's voting for the wrong fucking person all the time and still back them up and don't realize that, hey, I can change the vote this way if I wanted to. But no, like you say, blue no matter who, red until I'm dead. It's like that. It's fucked up that people don't realize, well, hey, maybe this guy got a better idea than the guys that I've been hanging with.
But
And that's sad.
here's another big part of that problem, though. Most time, I'd vote for either a libertarian or somebody else. But the
Okay.
thing about doing that is they will never win.
Okay.
The only people that are going to win is either blue or red.
Until I'm
That's
dead.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Whether
Well,
you're-
sometimes you gotta take chances. though.
Whether you're national, local, state, it don't matter.
Like me, I'm gonna just be honest.
There's only two parties that are
But
going
can
to
I
win.
tell you something? I vote whichever way the wind blows. But I'm gonna tell you something. Even with that, because like I say, I'm an independent. But the majority of people, when you're independent that you vote for, lose.
Yeah.
You know, lose because
If you vote
And then-
independent, they lose every time.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna tell you something else too. Sometimes being independent will push you into some elections I don't vote in because neither side has my views or has none that relate to me. So I'd rather not even be in a part of giving you that because I'm one of them type of people that realize that every vote counts. I'm serious, like down to the last person. I do believe it counts. So my thing is, I'm not going to give you something just because I think you should have it,
And we
or
saw
because
that-
I don't like them.
We saw that in the last sheriff election with Whitehorn.
Yeah,
It came down to two votes.
Two votes. Two
Two
votes.
votes.
Got it.
One or, it was either one or two. And that was
And
it.
whoever did, because I
It
voted
was
for
one?
Whitehorn.
Okay, it was one. She said it was one.
Yeah, I voted for Mr. White.
Yeah, I voted for him too.
Yeah,
I did
because and not to
too.
say
And
he
he's
was
a Democrat.
yeah, and I didn't vote for him because he was a Democrat. That had nothing to do with it. 'Cause
Nothing to
I
do-
give you a donkey or elephant,
The-
but what I think I vote for who I think the man gonna do the better job.
Right.
The other dude was Mickelson. I
Yeah,
just remember.
Nicholson.
Nicholson. Yeah, Nicholson.
And my thing was the only reason Nicholson to me didn't stand a chance because he never been in law enforcement.
He didn't even try though.
Well,
Like when he was campaigning, he just thought he was going to get the for sure win.
yeah, but you know
You know
what?
what I
It's
mean?
crazy though
He
because
thought-
look how many
he-
votes he got.
He thought he was
just
shoo-in.
because he
Yeah.
just rolled this thing
Yeah.
out. Just think about it. No. But just the scary part about it. Just think about if he actually would have campaigned.
Yeah,
He probably would have got it.
because before then, guess who? You remember the
Yeah,
sheriff before
yeah,
that?
I know.
Sheriff
That's-
Steve Prater,
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
and he was the sheriff for like 30 damn years.
Stephen Prater.
Yeah,
And before that, for
You remember
him,
that
it was
dude?
Don Hathaway forever.
both
I
Republicans.
still got letterheads from the sheriff's department with Don Hathaway's name on it. He was a sheriff for years, and then Steve Prater was sheriff for years. But see, Steve Prater got in because remember he was once upon a time he was police chief for Shreveport,
Oh, was it?
and Shreveport is the city seat for the parish of Cattle.
And you remember both of them were Republican.
Yeah. forever. But I don't vote Democrat or Republican. Like I said, I vote for who I think gonna do the shit that I think that we need.
And that's why nowadays you've got people, and they say this all the time when it comes to, especially to the national election. I'm voting for the lesser of two evils.
And that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And that's one of those dumb things I've heard. Because my whole thing is, do your research. Maybe if you look into these people past and what they done and what they represent and what agendas they pushing, it might sway the way that you vote. And people will start being more serious about their vote and take their vote more serious.
And you know what the sad thing is?
What?
That will never go away until the boomers finally pass on.
The way of the dinosaurs. The boomers.
Because the boomers.
Why you always on the boomers?
The
man?
boomers.
You on the boomers?
Look, I love the boomers.
No, you don't. You be on the
do.
boomers and
I
the
do.
young generation.
I do love the boomers.
You gotta realize
But-
we're the seeds of the baby boomers.
I understand, but the boomers are the ones
We are
that
baby
are
boomers.
the
You
vote
too,
red,
nigga. You a baby
the
boomer.
vote red till I'm dead, and the vote blue no matter who.
That's the boomers.
Those are the boomers, and these are still the ones that watch ABC News at 5:30 every night, and that's the only news they get the news from. And they don't get their news from everywhere else. They just get their news from one place.
Local news.
But Mike, you gotta realize something. These people,
I love them people. I really do, because my mom was one of them.
you be hard on your mother.
He
I
do.
try not to be.
And your mom's sweet.
But
your
some
mom like all my posts on Facebook.
But some of them shit she said, some of the stuff she stands behind,
Mm.
it's just like, wow, come on, man.
But you gotta realize something.
Because
like
you got
like I just told you. How old is your mother?
78.
Okay, so you gotta realize the world was way different when
yeah.
she was our age.
It was.
You gotta realize 30 years ago, where we're at with our age, and where your mom was at,
Yeah.
30 to almost 40 years ago, was a whole different world.
But-
Too different.
But the thing is, the
so
only
you
problem
have
I
to,
have,
you have to take it with a grain of salt.
I take it with a grain of salt, but here's the thing. Those people are stuck in their ways.
Like I told my mom, and I feel stupid for saying this because it was rude how I said it. I say, y'all was foolish to go along with school integration. Y'all should have let the black kids stay in the black schools. And let people stay where they were. Because you got to realize something now. Black people send all their kids to white schools now because they think they're going to get a better education. And it didn't work like
It
that.
don't work.
It's not where you at does not
What you
require
know.
you to get a better education. It's the willingness to learn and the people who teaching you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you teaching your kids to people that you don't even like, why you think
Right.
they're going to get a better education?
Right.
And that's the thing with, like, my mom's a Democrat.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
And see, that's
Blue no matter who. Right? But the Democratic Party that my mama grew up with is not the Democratic Party of
up to
today.
that. Hell no,
At
not even
all.
close.
Because
Nowhere near.
the Democratic Party my mama grew up was worshiping a Catholic, John F. Kennedy, who was president.
Roman Catholic.
Roman Catholic, okay? And he was president.
Ain't you Catholic?
I'm Catholic too.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense
But,
then. If
but,
you're
but
Catholic, though, Mike.
here's the thing. If you follow the Catholic ideology, you're a damn Republican, conservative, hardcore.
I'm a Demetrius Harvey.
Okay? I'm just saying. If you
I'm
follow,
you sugar daddy
if you're like a,
I make it rain.
if you're a Catholic, you're definitely a conservative. I'm not going to say
You think so?
Republican. I'll say
I
conservative.
don't agree.
That's definitely true, because the Democratic Party of today is okay with giving sex changes to people in the 8th grade. That's the Democratic Party of today. They're okay with
Well,
teaching gay stuff to 8-year-olds, to people in elementary school, people in middle
But
school.
they
but
teach
don't the
me-
Republicans-
but
That
they
is
teach
me
Democrat.
stuff.
No, that's a fact.
Okay.
That is a
okay,
fact.
Okay, yeah, but
The librarians put
Don't the-
books in schools with 8th graders and elementary kids. These are left-wing Democrats. I'm about to, but here you go. Left-wing Democrats, and they're putting books. They're putting books in public libraries.
Yeah, I
and
know.
say-
It's some sick shit.
Sick ass shit.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's not even in just the library. It's on the YouTube too. There was a guy I saw just the other night talking about we gonna look the child behind, educate the school.
That's a lot different.
it's
YouTube,
still
YouTube-
it's still education.
no, baby. YouTube is a hell of a lot different than my tax dollars paying for that public school to put books in there about, my name is Tom, and it's a good thing that I'm sucking Harry's dick.
And then they got the gay dictionary out too.
Okay,
Oh.
but that is
Okay,
That-
it's
that-
a double E. Not
there's a
R-E.
huge difference between YouTube, Facebook, social media.
How is it a difference?
Because
These kids are
my
still
money,
picking up tablets.
my money that I pay in taxes,
Folks
when
are
I get a
still picking it up.
paycheck, taxes are taken out of that paycheck, correct? Federal and state and
And
local.
FICA.
Okay. And that money is going into public schools. And those
I
public
hear what you're
schools,
saying, but
okay,
teaching folks
YouTube, I can go onto that no matter who I am. I don't have to pay taxes to go onto YouTube.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Just like, I don't know if y'all seen it. They was getting on Snoop Dogg and what he said about
Exactly.
It's
movie
great,
Lightyear.
yeah.
But you got to realize something. Yeah, Snoop Dogg may have women, lesbian women or women bisexual kissing each other in there, but you got to realize something. Snoop Dogg does not make content for children.
but
Okay?
don't you state that? though?
Disney makes content for children.
And they
So
do it
why are Disney having such an agenda of putting that in some of that stuff? Because I've been a big fan of Disney for years. You know,
Me too.
Lion King, I mean,
Three
I
Kids.
get. I'm a Mickey Mouse fan.
Pinocchio.
Donald, Daffy, Goofy. I fuck with you, Disney, but I went Snoop on this one.
Yes.
You know, and then I don't appreciate what y'all done to Marvel and the Lucasfilm Star Wars universe either. So y'all got some explaining to do because I rock with y'all, but I can't ride with y'all on this one.
And if you go along the
I do
political,
fuck with you, Disney, but I can't ride with you.
if you look at the political divide today in America,
Yeah.
there's the left-wing liberals. Those are the ones that support that stuff. The right-wing conservatives do not support that stuff at all.
But then, if you look at it at every different angle, they're going for social media, classrooms, now through some of the churches,
A lot of it.
then it's through your jobs, then
Yeah, I mean,
it's everywhere.
it's no running from it.
everywhere where you turn at.
You're right.
You cannot watch a TV series for
Without
more than 2 seasons
Without a hidden-
without them showing
a-
2 women or 2 men.
That's right.
yeah, 2 dads.
But guess
Pop, dad.
Like, I'm gonna tell you something that's weird. Y'all men, I remember it was a show on NBC in the 80s called My 2 Dads.
I
But
remember
the
that.
thing about it
And they-
was, but the show was, it wasn't that the guys were gay. What it was is the mother dated both of the guys, and she wasn't true. She wasn't
Who
sure
the
who the
daddy
dad
was,
was.
yeah.
So both of the dads took care of the girl.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's crazy. But now the 2 dads are
I love
hugging,
her.
kissing, and
Married.
and hugging and
Spooning.
you know what I'm saying? And 2 men 69, which is crazy. When you,
And you know,
that's crazy.
this is a really recent development in our society.
Well, I'm not against the people being,
We ain't talking about that.
but I'm
I
against
don't know.
forcing it on children.
Exactly.
It being in children's content.
Not just forcing on children, but putting it in every
Because
single
I
thing
realize
you see.
that it's out there, but I think that it shouldn't be just
It-
here you go. Because even with a gay, homosexual, bi relationship, we know one thing: the child didn't come from 2 men or 2 women. It was a man and a woman that made the child, and that's what. And I think that's so much what people look at. It's not that we're anti-gay against gay people. It's that
The logic.
the logic of the natural order stuff, and now you putting stuff in children's mind with kids, because you got to realize children are very impressionable.
Exactly.
When-
If y'all go back and look, it's an episode on Andy Griffith with Buddy Epson, and what it is Buddy Epson tells Opie something, and Opie starts seeing something, and Andy Griffith said, "No, you got to realize something. As adults, we have to be the ones there when children realize that what they thought was real is not real, and we got to be the one to hold their hands and guide them through the bullshit that they may go through." Well, you know, Andy Griffith doesn't say bullshit, but I'm just saying. But just go look it up. It's on. Matter of fact, if you go to my Facebook page, it's on there. But he explains to it how the wrong influence of children and the parents has to go against that because a kid's imagination will stretch things so far out that it's hard for a parent to grasp it. Because I remember when I was a kid and my mom was trying to stop me from doing certain things because I was a badass. I got into trouble. But what it was is the outside influences would tell me stuff, and then with my imagination as a child, it was hard for you to reach because all we see our parents as authority figures naturally. And that's what makes it hard for us to really grasp things.
And that's one of the main things that like I was saying earlier, over the
Yeah.
past 5 to 10 years.
True.
I was a Democrat before then. But between the past 5 and 10 years, the Democrats and the left-wing people have been pushing that hardcore
Well,
to where to the point to where you can't watch a series nowadays that does not have a gay couple. And it's
And I'm not
pushed-
against
and I don't
It's
care.
just not what I'm.
Look, if you
Not
want
with
to
my
be gay,
babies, though.
if you want to be gay, you want to be trans, that's
I've
fine.
been cool with people that's gay. I have
Okay.
friends that's...
Fine, go have your fun. Okay.
No, I'm not having no fun.
I'm saying them. Go have
But
their
my
fun.
thing is this: I just don't think it should be in children's content.
No, it
It's
I don't
shouldn't.
like
think it should.
like with pornography.
But
Pornography should be in children's content.
But it's being pushed.
But that's sad.
in
'Cause they're
children's
babies.
books.
Oh man,
Children's books. I can pull you up
I want to
many,
know.
many meetings
I want to know.
of people with school boards, parents at their school board meetings,
Oh, I've seen
and
it.
they are reading these books,
And they
and they're talking about sucking each other's
peckers,
and ramming in each other's
cabooses.
and all kind of crazy stuff. And
Peckers and
these are
cabooses.
books for elementary to middle school
and,
children.
and they don't need to see peckers and cabooses.
And
being
why?
penetrated.
Why don't you let kids grow up? But this
Let 'em
is
play with
what's,
toys.
and that's why I've changed over the years from being a Democrat to being a Republican.
Oh, yeah.
Do I still believe that people need a help? Yes, I believe in that.
Oh, you
Do I still believe in social programs? You damn right I believe in social
You
programs.
damn right.
You know, do people deserve unemployment sometimes? Yeah, they do. You know, people need help up every now and then.
Yeah.
But you
Oh yeah.
shouldn't be
By the way,
pushing that
Mr.
stuff.
Angry Man, Job Corps is back open.
I told you that.
Yeah, and the kids are there.
Yeah.
And I drove past it. I've been better.
I told you that like a month ago. They
Yeah,
got
no,
open
but I
back up.
remember you had some negative stuff to say about Job Corps.
It wasn't negative.
When they
Yes,
closed
you
it
did.
down. Yes, you did.
It wasn't
Shit.
really that.
Hey,
Hey y'all, go look at. We got an episode on.
on
Y'all
now.
go look at this
Tell
million
it like it
bastard.
is.
All I was trying to say was there
Now you
are
wanna
other
bring your shit up.
programs out there. That's all I was trying to say.
No, but now we were trying to tell you how Job Corps was an inspiration and changed a lot of people's lives. Like I said,
I'm glad you did.
my ex-wife went to Job Corps. My sister went to Job Corps. I know a lot of people, either I'm related to or friends with, that they went to Job Corps and they got a skill that actually changed their lives.
That's good.
You know, like Eric. Eric was here. He went to Job Corps to construction. And when he graduated from Job Corps, he got his GED and everything. And then he got a job in construction where he made, like, good money.
That's good. And I support those programs.
So,
I really do.
So I'm to the point where a lot of times, like I say, a lot of people do stuff because they don't know. You didn't know. So I can exempt you from that. I understand where you're coming from. You didn't know, so it's cool. But a lot of people that do know and still do it, then that ain't cool. Because you got to realize sometimes everybody don't have a situation where they can just go and say, hey, I want to do this, I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, you know, a lot of people just don't have the opportunities that we had.
Exactly.
You know, I was lucky to come from the situation that I came from growing up. Well, I didn't have to, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I struggled after I came out though, but my childhood and my teens, I didn't struggle. You know, my mom had a job, my dad had a job, my grandparents had, you know, took care of
Or
me.
you might have had opportunities and you might have gotten hooked on drugs or something.
No,
And
I
they
didn't.
got off of them. I'm not saying you, I'm saying a lot of people. They might have got hooked on drugs. They might have,
Hooked on
gone
finance.
bankrupt. They might
Drugs is not
they might have
good
gone
thing.
bankrupt. They might have gotten sued out of oblivion, and they needed a leg up. And see, that's the huge difference between the Democrat Party that was my mom during JFK and all that stuff, in the Democrat Party of today.
Well,
That was the end of the show. That's what it sound like.
no, it's not.
That's what it sound like.
We ain't
That would
close.
be just that would be for something from like the
So, yeah,
50s when they
so-
getting ready to
No, I
eat.
got one for the end, so that was it. But yeah, that's good though. I like that people can change their ways. I like the fact that sometimes if I believe, like I said, that's why I think that police officers that patrol a certain area, they should get to know the people that they patrol. If you get to know people and you get to understand their situation, the job will be a lot easier. If I'm a police officer and I patrol this neighborhood, that whatever, I want to know the people that I have to serve and protect, because that person can really let me know that, hey, okay, this person has a mental illness. So if he have one or
Friday
too many, he gonna drink and act a certain way. Instead of me going in with guns blazing on him,
Yeah.
I can go in and probably reason with him, you know,
Right.
or kind of wait it out for him till he sobers up.
Yep.
You know, and so that's how I look at things. I'm always about the conflict resolution or solving problem. My biggest thing is I ain't just complaining about shit unless I got a solution. That's why I always say I'm about solving the problem. Anybody can complain about shit. You know what I'm saying? It's if you go look on Facebook, it's hundreds of motherfuckers complaining about shit. Like the guy that they just arrested for shooting the girl at the vape shop. Remember the shit that happened on North Market?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they called him, and the lady posted on that. Well, he's under 17, but he was a grown man when he pulled that trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't. I mean, I'm sorry that we lost somebody. And I think the girl was like 16. She was a child.
She was 16. Yeah.
Think about it. At 16, you don't know shit. At 16. I remember when I was 16, I didn't know shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All I know was what my mama told me to do,
Mm-hmm.
and that was what. Hey, you can go downtown, pay these bills. I was telling somebody when I was a kid, when I was at the age of 12, my mom would give me money orders. You know what I'm saying? And I would catch the bus, go downtown, pay the bills, and whatever time I had over, she let me have it. And you know what? I was so happy to do that. I was so happy because all I did was put money on the night deposit box, walk over there, catch the city bus, and come back home. And at the time, I was staying on Artisan Street, you know, and I was so happy with that. Because you know what was so funny about it? All my other school buddies was doing the same stuff. And you got to realize something. The simple shit was the best shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people say a lot of bad shit about Shreveport, but I can remember when Shreveport was not such a bad place. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's still here, I love y'all. Because I know the people that's here, you know, a lot of people have opportunities to leave, you know. A lot of my friends moved to Dallas, Houston, California, Los Angeles. You know, my kids, you know. Hell, my kids was living in California.
Anywhere.
You know, so at the same time, anybody who's, because I've left here 3 times and came back, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, for you to be here and do this and still be here and feel a certain way about being here, I commend you. Because I know this is not the best place to live in. I've seen better, but I've seen a lot worse in places where there's a lot of money. I've been to places in Houston where I was terrified. You know what I'm saying? I've been to places in New Orleans where I was scared. And I'm talking about this. I ain't no projects in New Orleans no more. It's still some places in New Orleans where, you know, you can't be in. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't from around, if you don't know nobody here, you don't need to be there.
And that's why I was saying earlier when we was outside,
Mhm.
I was like, we as a society have gotten to the point
Where it's okay.
where it's okay. Where
Yeah.
you know that term, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's sad.
You know, that's just the way it is these days. That ain't got to be the way it is. That's the way
No,
we've
no.
accepted
We
it
can do
to be.
better.
We can all do better. Like murders back in the day, we didn't have all these murders back in the day.
And you know,
And-
the population
and
of Shreveport was big too.
Exactly, it was a lot bigger than it is
was
now.
like, yeah, it was like
It was like 225,000 at least. Now it's like
it was
180.
250,000.
Yeah,
And now we half of that.
but that's nationwide. It's
But
like
you gotta
it's
realize
like we've all become desensitized.
But we lost a lot of industry here too, though.
It ain't just here though; it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's well, the population's decreasing. Remember, we
Not
talked
just
about that.
like just everywhere in America. We've all become desensitized to it. We're just like, oh, it's just another murder, no big deal.
You
Oh,
know
it's
why
just
we
another
desensitized?
shooting, no big deal.
'Cause it
Oh,
is
it's just
right
another
here.
rape, no big deal.
This is what
It's
makes us
just another
desensitized.
robbery, no big deal.
Every time you turn around and something happen, we've seen too many times where we just numb to it. That's all it is. It's not
And that's not the way it
because you got to
should be.
realize people are quick to pull out their phone and take a video or photo that they was to dial 911.
Especially with people fighting these days.
Yeah, oh, don't
You know
look
how many videos you got of
Fighting,
people fighting and
car
beating each other
accidents.
or robbing?
Yeah,
stealing
so
and
my
stuff like
thing
that?
is, they
It's
quick
like
to
that's
take
not the way.
It's quick. people quicker to go live than they is quicker to call 911.
People think that's acceptable. That's not acceptable.
No, it's not
now.
acceptable.
It's not, but that's what they're
the
doing.
world that's what we in.
That's what they're doing.
But we've got to stop that.
Like I told
At-
somebody
at
the
some
other day,
point in
kids
time-
today are not scared of death anymore.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You said stop it.
Talk to your camera.
We've got to.
He said stop it. The only way we gonna stop cell phones and social media is if we just wipe it out. And that ain't gonna happen.
I'm not saying stop cell phone and social media. I'm saying if you see somebody fighting each other,
People are too
Especially-
afraid to break up fights now.
no,
Yeah,
but-
on I-2
If I'm breaking up a
bridge.
fight
Okay.
in public,
I saw that. It
I'm
was funny.
quite sure I'm gonna get shot.
That's crazy, man.
But here's my thing.
My daughter went to school with her.
That's
Here's my
crazy.
thing.
And they young.
There's so
My
many
daughter went to school
times.
with her.
There's so many times where there's a fight and there's like 10, 20 people
Understand?
there watching the fight. You telling 10,
10, 20
you
count.
telling me
Wait a
10,
minute,
20
wait a
people.
minute, wait
You
a
telling
minute.
me 10, 20 people cannot break up a fight.
I understand exactly what you're saying. And I hear what you're saying.
I love
I
y'all.
had a cousin
I love y'all.
who saw two young dudes in a park fighting. He was trying to break them up, talk them down. You know, back in the 80s, you could talk folks down and they'll dissolve
you
it.
better- you
Now,
better move around.
you, baby, now
Kill.
you get shot. He got shot.
Okay, how many other people were there though?
It was in the park, broad daylight, 2 in the afternoon.
How many
You tell
other
me how many
people-
people gonna be in the park in the
lot.
park.
A lot.
Yeah,
So
even
tell me this.
Fort Park be full in the middle of the day.
A lot.
Yes, they do.
A
But
lot.
they be having like parties. I be
Yes,
seeing
they
bouncing
do.
houses in the middle of the afternoon in Fort Park.
But
And that-
people are more afraid
I wanna
to
bounce
break
it
up
out.
something than they are willing to not.
they really
report it.
record it.
That's
in the
because-
They'll record it from
That's
a
because,
distance.
that's because they know that all them other people are not going to have the balls.
It ain't even the fact that
No.
who don't have the balls.
That's
who
the
do
fact.
have the
No,
balls.
no, no,
That
It's
is
just
a
gonna
fact.
be like,
Just
oh,
don't
you
give a
hit my
fuck.
cousin, I'm finna retaliate on you
No.
too.
Because you should break it up. See,
Balls.
because you want to get the cops involved. You'd rather call police and make it a big old
Oh, we
situation
putting the popo in our business.
instead of all them 10, 20 people there. Hey, y'all need to stop this. Y'all need to sit down and talk. Break it up.
But
And
hold
that's the
on.
thing,
The fight
because
could be still
them
going
10,
on,
20
and the police could be on their way.
Because-
And by the time they get there, somebody still done got shot.
Yeah,
or
somebody
stabbed.
pull their gun out. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Come
everybody
on.
carrying guns now.
And it's going to take every single one
That
of
what
us.
made me scared to go outside.
And that's
now,
one
'cause
of
everybody
it's-
got their
It's
guns
going
out.
to take every single one of us to start making a difference. Instead of pulling out the phones and hitting the camera button and
You
hitting
know what?
record and going live on Facebook, live on TikTok, live on whatever social media app you got. Look at these motherfuckers over here. These sorry motherfuckers. Look at these sorry motherfuckers. They on Cross Lake Bridge. They got their titties out everywhere fighting each other.
I think real the titties out.
Come on, y'all.
Cross that bridge.
I mean, do y'all want to be Facebook Live? Y'all want to be TikTok famous? Or do y'all want to
Nah,
help the
I don't think
situation
it's-
out?
I think what it is.
Or do y'all want to
is-
help the situation out
I think what it is
and make each
that-
other happy in the first place?
that the problem is people doing shit for likes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, think about it. Because
Exactly.
you realize something. Camera phones have been around now for over 10 years, right?
No?
Yeah, longer. But you got to
Wait a
realize
minute.
it's nothing. But within
There
the
you
last,
go.
yeah, within the last couple of years, it's just been popular to post it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
But-
easier.
Well, no, it's always been easier. When they first came out, you got to realize MySpace been around for it was around
It was
forever.
first. Yeah, it was first.
And people can post instant pictures as soon as you took. But the point is now it's like
I don't want to get involved.
You know, people don't want to get involved, and then you gotta realize everything's linked to everything. Like, if I took a picture of you, if you was robbing a liquor store and I took a video of it, well, hell, it's posted. It came from me, so there you go. You can come right to my Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is linked. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. So people, it's crazy how it is, but it's fucked up at the same time.
And that's also a problem with the times with the defund the police movement.
Oh,
Because cops, they don't go for that little stuff no more.
yeah.
Especially like Shreveport police,
Uh-huh.
they ain't never on traffic duty.
Well,
They're worried about rapes, murders.
it's
you know.
too much serious crime to be worried about. This
Exactly.
shit. You gotta worry about. I
Exactly
mean, you
my
gotta
point.
realize. Can I write your ass for going 20 and 15, or do I go get this motherfucker over here that's gonna blow somebody's brains out?
Exactly.
You gotta realize that. Hey, I gotta deal with priority. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's
true.
how it comes down to. You know.
And you remember back in the day, we used to have neighborhood watch.
Yeah. Well, people.
Well, it's still a neighborhood watch,
no,
but
they
it's a very
ain't.
slim neighborhood
They ain't
watch.
no neighborhood
Not
watch.
like it
It's
used
a
to be.
slim
Nah,
neighborhood
because,
watch.
like, neighborhood watch.
Neighborhood watch is who gonna see what out what
Neighborhood
camera.
watch, but people used to know who the neighborhood watch.
They don't know them no
I
more.
can drive you by the signs of block parties where they used to have neighborhood watch
I
block
seen
parties.
that too.
And the most recent, because they be happy about it, and they put 1999.
Oh, you're talking about who run the block
Yeah,
party and stuff? Yeah.
but the most recent one you'll
National
see
Night Out.
will be in the 90s.
No, it's a few 2000s.
Not many.
It was a few.
Not
there
very
now.
many at all.
I'm gonna take you to some.
Not
I'll take
many.
you one.
though.
I can take you to one all the way up to 07.
You talking about one.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
talking
one
about-
where they got it from 01 to 07.
Most of the ones I see though,
6 of them.
they're like in the 90s.
Well, I know some from
A
the
lot of
2000s.
Like we used to have a neighborhood watch sign on my block.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, on my block.
Well, you know
It's
what?
one on.
Maybe
It's
you need
two
to-
on
They
my
used-
on
they-
my
Maybe
block.
that's something you can promote.
There
when you
used
run
to be
for
one
council.
on, but
We can promote that.
And-
They
and
look
that's
like we
another
gonna bring this
thing.
shit back.
that's another thing.
I've been to a lot of block parties. I love them.
I'd love to bring that back.
My street
But
don't have it.
nowadays, neighborhood watch is not
You gotta
encouraged.
run for it. Why not?
It's
Well,
in
because there's
general-
always some shit. 'Cause
in general, it's not
remember they had the
encouraged.
neighborhood party in the Cooper Road where all the people got shot? And they found people the next day in the woods and shit up there on the Cooper Road?
What?
Where the fuck you been?
What?
How you don't remember that? You don't remember that?
See, she don't-
They had that big old party up there on the Cooper Road,
When was this?
and it was a shooting about 2 or 3 years
I
ago.
don't think I remember.
And then the next morning, because the dude was just shooting the crowds of people, and people had ran in the woods trying to get away, and some people got shot and ran in the woods and died. You gotta
think I
Google that
remember
shit.
hearing
I don't understand how the Googler don't know much. He be on.
I
shit.
really don't remember.
Yeah, it was.
And I'd be
sad.
up on stuff, especially a
Well,
few years
you-
back.
You need to try.
Especially a
Matter
few
of fact,
years
we
back.
need to do, we need to do a
Few years
update
back.
on that. Then we're gonna do some information next Saturday. We're gonna do that one. But
We-
yeah, though. So, but
You know, until we actually get our city council seats,
Dude,
we need to
uh-huh.
start promoting neighborhood watch party.
Okay, yeah. Anybody? Even y'all, Big O. Anybody in the Shreveport, Bossier City area? We're gonna start promoting. Matter of fact, we have a number you can call into to the show. It's 318-464-0522. That's 318-464-0522. I look forward to hearing from you. But yeah, though, so we need to promote those because that's another way you got to know your neighbors. Block parties. I remember going to one when I used to stay over there on Liver Street, over there in Westwood. I met everybody in that neighborhood.
I've
that
seen
night.
signs over there. A lot of
Yeah,
signs.
yeah. They used to throw them all the time back in the 90s. Oh man, we had one, and you got to realize I stayed on the street that they shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy up at the hill, he had a band.
Up and down
And
Curtis Lane.
Yeah, well, yeah, on
And Bowling.
on Curtis Lane,
And
but on the
Live.
other side,
Yeah.
where it curve in the Live.
Live.
He would cut right there at Lamar Street and Live. They would block it off right there.
Yep.
And he would have a stage and a band and everything. Man, we'll be out there, and and everybody would bring and cook food. Man, we was out
And
there.
you'd even have police officers out there with you.
Yeah, you have security
Yeah.
all night long.
Yeah.
And the street would be shut down.
I
from
just
like,
seen that
yeah.
on the.
they used to shut down the street from like
this
3
side
o'clock
of
to
St.
like
Vincent.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down there past
Even
the
later.
super-
Well, no, to midnight.
Sometimes.
Yeah, they you
It's on St. Vincent.
yeah, midnight. They
It was-
on our street they were open back up at midnight.
There used to be a ton of them.
But it would be for
Like they
National
was,
Night Out.
They was throughout the
It was
whole.
at the end of the summer. It would be
It was
for
out
National
the
Night, and it would be
whole
out the
city.
city, the whole city.
whole city.
Like Channel 12, KSLA, they would go and have different camera crews to who had the biggest parties and stuff. And it was just beautiful, because like it showed that the city was really together then. And the last one I remember over there was like, I think right when I got, well, I think I was a sophomore, so it was like around about 1990.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like
89,
most of
90.
it died out in the 90s.
Yeah.
Right.
But no. A lot of them happened in
towards
like
the-
early
I
2000s.
done
Towards the
been
mid
to a
to the
couple.
end of the 90s.
Yeah, I've been to.
I done been to
I've
a
been to a
couple.
lot of them in the early 2000s.
They
They
was
just they
No, I'm
started
talking about
thinning
within the
out in
last
the
5
2000s.
years.
Yeah, they're
5,
not.
10
Yeah,
years.
you probably have, but they're not like they used to. I like when we were growing up. Like when we was in
And
high
they-
school, they were everywhere. You
Because it was a competition, too.
Yeah, because every about neighborhood, like you go to one in Moortown, Queensboro,
Mhm.
Lakeside, Allendale,
There'd be some on
ours in
Thornton
Clipper
Road.
Road,
Mhm.
Cherokee
Lakeshore
Park, House
Drive.
of Lakeshore, all that, Lakeview, everywhere. Curtis Lane area,
Martin Luther
everywhere.
King.
Pines Road,
Martin Luther King.
North Highland, South Highland, all of that. Everybody had one.
Highland.
Oh man, it would be a ball because you would go,
Yeah.
and then the thing about it was, what we would do is we would always plot is like how many we could go to in one night. We would ride our bicycles all over Shreveport. And I'm serious. Like we would start off in Queensboro and end up in one in Lakeside, or somebody knew a cousin that could give us a ride on the back of his truck up to the Cooper Road. We'll go from Cooper Road to Cherokee Park and one.
So-
Before you know it, we'll make the whole city. We went on tour for one night.
So it'd be something for the kids to do.
Everybody would be there though.
But it'd be something especially for the kids
Yeah,
to
it'd
do
be
too.
music, it'd be food, it'd be
Because
people
kids
having
really ain't
dance
got much to do
contests.
these days.
Like I say, different news, depending on how big it was, different news crews come to your party and
Yeah.
take pictures. It'd be on the news at 10 o'clock that
Yeah.
night, and they'll broadcast
It would
live.
be a
Everybody
big
can talk.
news
Yeah.
event. Yeah.
Because like I
It'd been
remember,
like 15 minutes of news.
yeah, because I remember when this city
They,
was together.
they would go
man.
from block to block on the news.
Yeah, I remember when this
Yeah.
city was really together. You know, that's what I miss, the good old days. You know, a lot of people can say that, but I miss going to like Stan's Record Shop on Texas Street down there, because they used to have all the picture album covers on the side of the building and shit.
And that's when people would care more for each
Uh,
other than they
oh, yeah.
would for going viral.
Yeah, I miss going to Hamels Park and shit. Remember Hamels Park used to have something?
Mhm.
They have concerts and everything at Hamels Park.
But like they would care more for each other as a
Yeah.
community
Put off
Then
that
they
on the
would-
West Coast track.
go on Facebook Live
Yeah.
or TikTok
I'm
viral
gonna tell you something
or
else.
all that shit.
Hey, do you remember when the miniature golf place was right there where Chico Fish is in front of Super One on Jewella?
No.
There used to be a pub golf games right there. A lot of people don't know that shit. This is how old I'm showing my motherfucking age now. But where Super One grocery store is on Jewella and Green Road, right? Super One used to be a grocery store back in the day called Price Low. In front of that parking lot, you see what Chico Fish is? Chico Fish had a miniature golf course right there. And next to it used to be a Lone Star feed store that sold feed for livestock. People don't know this either. It was a horse pasture next door, across the street from the McDonald's on Greenwood Road right there. Where that Greenwood Road at, across the street where where Advanced Auto at and all that in the library, it was a house there and all that was a horse pasture. I'm serious. Right across the street from County Market. County Market, where Shopping Valley used to be Piggly Wiggly. It used to be a nightclub right next door called the Xanadu. Like, I remember the original layout of this city.
I'm not from here, so I can't look at. I can't.
Oh,
look
yeah,
at
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Where Pat Goins at? Where Popeye's at?
He's going way back.
Okay, you know where the Popeye's at on the corner of
He-
Jewel and Green Road?
he's in the Wayback Machine right now.
It was a Wendy's right there. It was a Pat Goins Beauty School and a Palomar Motel. Oh, across where Diesel Driving Academy is, the office right there across from AutoZone, used to be a Wendy's. Okay. Right next to AutoZone, that real funny looking building that's falling apart right next to the AutoZone right there, there used to be a white country club and bar. See, because like I remember when it used to be a NASCAR racetrack on the fairground, and it was a grandstand up there, and people used to skydive right into the grandstand right there. See, Shreveport used to have a lot of stuff. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize, I grew up in the era where Queensboro was white. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a time where black people couldn't live in Queensboro. When they first started developing Queensboro, you're going to have to go over to, I'm going to tell you, the best way to find out about this city
It's
is
changing now.
go up to LSUS library and ask them, say, can I look up some old newspaper articles about this city? You'll be shocked at the stuff you find out about areas where a lot of black people that back when my grandparents were around couldn't even go in. You know, Booker T was so big because you got to realize at one time it was people that came all over Cattle Parish to go to school at Booker T because they didn't have no other black school but Central High. So it's crazy how far. And my thing is, I look at how far Shreveport has come.
That's changing a lot now, because back in places where they didn't have used to have any white people are moving back there now. Because I've noticed that. Because I'll be driving through these neighborhoods and I'm like,
no, it's not. No, it's not. But they're
I,
not moving.
but I'll be looking at them and
Okay,
like,
but
I'm just like, what are you doing
They're
here?
not moving there because of choice. They're moving there because economically.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing about it.
I'm not saying why they're moving. I'm just noticing that they're moving.
We
there.
stay where we can because we know we're not welcome everywhere. A lot of people move where they can afford.
I'm just noticing, like, I'm like, what are you doing here?
Because they have nowhere to
Because I'll be
go.
driving through those neighborhoods.
Because a lot of white people realize
Because
that they have nowhere to go either.
Because I've lived here my whole life, and I know what the neighborhoods are throughout living here my whole life.
What neighborhoods are?
And I drive through them.
What neighborhoods are?
And I'm just like, well, what the hell are you doing around here?
I'm buying dope and pussy.
It's just like, are
I'm
you
buying
over here?
dope and
Are you
pussy.
over here to get some weed or what? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I got $40. What you think? I got a hot 40 in a sack and a $20 sack. What you think I'm gonna be for?
But no, they be living there.
But yeah, so a
But
lot
but
of times,
I have noticed a lot of them are actually mixed families.
who are mixed families?
Mixed families.
Mix what?
Like
With
there,
rum and
there,
coke?
there was no
Mixed
like
with rum and
black
coke?
and white families. Because
What do you see in the restaurant?
there was this
It's not
one-
in my city.
no, it was on Mansfield. You know where Old Mansfield Road is?
Yeah, at the fork right there.
Yeah.
What's
You know
that?
where Dollar General is?
Yeah,
You know
yes,
the-
Mike. I'm
Okay.
over
Okay.
there. Yeah, right down from the
you
Midway.
know the Dollar General there, right?
Yeah, the doctor.
Okay. You know the railroad tracks?
Yeah, they run
Okay.
right down Mansfield Road.
I'm trying to explain to you. And then you know.
I know what Kettle Heights
okay,
is, Mike.
okay, but listen.
That's the
But the
area
neighborhood
code.
right across from the railroad tracks, right?
Kettle Heights.
Okay. I picked up like 2 or 3 people, and like tonight I picked up one of them, and it was a black mother and her 2 kids. And I picked them up, but there was a white grandmother that came out from the front, and she's like, "Y'all be careful, y'all have a good time." Say boo all you want. It's the motherfucking truth. Okay? Mixed family. Okay? It was a grandma. That was white.
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
And I'm explaining to you,
and-
when you finish, I'm gonna tell you why
But
I'm
I've
not
seen
surprised.
I've seen a bunch of that happening lately.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not surprised.
And especially not just that neighborhood though. I've seen them in MLK. Because I pick up
I don't
people
care.
in MLK.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not surprised.
Okay.
So you keep talking.
And I pick up people like all kind of Highland neighborhoods, not just Highland. Highland's pretty much mixed anyway. But like all kind of neighborhoods that you would think is just like only black.
No, you think that.
Because that's the way I grew up.
I'm
When I-
sorry you got
When
mistreated.
I grew up, they was only black. But now they're like more mixed.
I'm sorry you got mistreated. So you ready for me to explain something to you? Okay, you gotta realize something. I'm a black kid, right? And I noticed something that happened a lot when I was growing
You're
up.
a
in
black
the
guy.
80s.
You're not a black kid.
Well, I grew up as a black fucking kid. I didn't disturb you. Don't fucking disturb
None of
me.
us are kids anymore.
Yeah, like I said, I grew up as a black kid. Don't listen to the dickhead that's right here next to me. So you got to realize something. So as me as a black kid, you got to realize, even though as a black kid I lived in Lakeside, they bused me all the way past Jazz Clark, past Linwood to Uri Drive Middle School. So when I got to Uri Drive Middle School, which was a majority white school, which I was not very welcome there, it was something that was new to most black kids. And you know what that was? White girls. And that being white girls, well, you got to realize, before I got to Uri Drive, I went to West Shreveport Middle Elementary School. Yeah, home of the Bulldogs, where my Bulldogs at. Yeah, right there on Murphy Street. So when I got there, I saw these creamy, blonde hair, blue eyes white girls. And yeah, I was intrigued by them, like most young black kids are. You know? Not saying...
Taste the rainbow.
Punk!
Well, y'all gonna let me finish? Or
Go
what?
ahead.
Okay, because I don't think y'all can tell this story because you never been
I
a young
ain't
black
never
man.
been here.
And neither have you. So when you get there and you see something different, you like, I've never seen a white girl before. Because, like I said, I came from West Shreveport Elementary School. There was no white people there unless there was a school teacher. And even that, we didn't even have that many white school teachers at West Shreveport. Because you got to realize, this is the early 80s, coming straight out the 90s. I mean the 70s. So when I get there, so a lot of black kids are intrigued by these young white girls. Because you got to realize something. In the 80s, what the majority of the TV shows we watched and what they pushed is sexy women. The Cover Girls was not black. Dynasty didn't have black girls on it. Knots Landing didn't have black girls on it. So you got to realize the TV shows that we watched as kids, as young black boys, even the shows that we like, because you got to realize something. TV was TV to us. My favorite shows growing up was what? The Dukes of Hazzard, The Fall Guy, Smokey and the Bandit, The A-Team. Matter of fact, the only black people we knew on TV was what? Neil Carter, Bill Cosby, Marshall Warfield from Night Court, the Cosbys. That's it. So, but all the sexy women that they promote on TV was who? Claudia Schiffer. All those women on Dynasty. So yeah, so when we get to those schools that they bust us so far from our homes from, we saw those white girls and we thought they were sexy too. So a lot of black boys grew up looking at these white girls, and when they grew up, they said, "Hey, that's what I'm gonna get," and that's what happened. You can burp on it if you want to, but it is what it is.
I just had to burp.
Man, whatever. You was doing
got
that
nothing
shit
to
to
do
prove a
with you
point.
said.
Anyway,
No.
don't disturb me. I didn't
I just
disturb
had to
you.
burp.
Yeah, you were burping. But yeah, so that's what happened. Like I tell people all the time, integration was not a good thing. It was not. Because you got to realize something. When you come from a different background, a different culture, and you get just put into another person's culture, they don't know how to adjust to you. You know, young black boys, we were very hyper, we were very rambunctious, we were very active. How I know? Because I once was one. So when we get to these schools with people that weren't like us, they were kind of like, "Hey, what's wrong with these little black kids? These boys don't want to sit still in that seat." Well, we never did. You got to realize something. As black people, even during slavery, we weren't allowed to sit down and be comfortable. They wanted us to do slave stuff, which was what? Picking crops, tending the livestock. So no, you know, I hate to say sound kind of fucked up, but the thing is, we was bred to be active. We weren't bred to be sit down. So yeah, it is what it is, you know. Sorry, it sounds kind of cruel and mean, but I mean, when you got to look at the whole spectrum. That's all I'm saying. But that's just how I see things, you know. Somebody may see it completely different. But I thank all of y'all for tuning in with us. And I love my hosts that join me here because, like I explained to them, you know, they don't realize what part, you know, I don't know if I play a part in their life, but they don't realize that each one of them, everybody that's been here, has met me at a different point in my life. So, like I say, I don't value money, I don't value material. I value the relationships I have with people. And I hope you do too. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all have a good, see you next weekend.
Experiences.
And as y'all know, Mike will never stop being a dickhead. Good night.